The Saints and the Red Foxes playing for their lives. Got a face-off violation to kick things off, and it's going to go in favor. Absolutely would like to see a defender pick him up on the back post. That was almost too easy for Travis Fry, who gets his first goal of the game.
Siena goal, number 26, Travis.
Yet another face-off violation goes in favor of the Saints, who it feels like a home game for Siena. They really... Will we see our first clean face-off of the game? Yes, we will. It goes in favor of Marist. Now settling things down is Stephen Kane. Starts this one with a bang, 2 unanswered. Back to battle at midfield. Full unit getting involved. Throwing shoulders. We've got Red Foxes on the turf. Push goes in favor of Marist. But that overhand shot went north to south on the keeper. He beat him low.
Marist goal, number 42, Stephen Kane.
Whistle sounds, yet another face-off violation. They are being picky down there at midfield.
Not another man to get there to Huffnagel.
This Siena offense stands atop the conference. When you go down the list, you're not going to find more goals anywhere. That time they drew a defender about.
We are taking this game by game, play by play, and we are playing our game until proven otherwise. Now these two teams matched up earlier this week in a score of 24-9 where Marist.
Defender R.J. Ehlefeld, the junior. That is such a deflating feeling, unfortunately, for Ehlefeld, who's put together an outstanding junior campaign, earning all conference honors.
5 goals last week, had a hat trick in the first quarter last week.
He is one of 5 Siena attackers that's north of 30 points on the season.
But this is a very early game, and Siena can really score a lot quick, so look for them to make something happen if they get the ball.
The lights just kicked on here at Campus Field at 7:31. Nagel coming out of the X. He's got 28 on the year, 1 today. You got to put a body on him, so he drew 2, and that left open the conference leader in goals to net his 49th of the season. But Marist winning yet another face-off. What an effort from Josh Smith to get the collision to take that shot.
Slide was out of position.
So Marist ends this run, another clean face-off win. They're back on the attack. Yes, sir! Colin Patrick, the spot-up shooter, does it again.
And we're here in this Marist crowd that was not so loud before. We heard a lot from the Siena parents, and now what we're hearing from them Siena parents is, why isn't that guy covered? And they're questioning what's going on here. But a great fast break. Wow, Bedell just one quick pass out to the wing, and Colin Patrick not going to miss from there.
How about a first-half hat trick for the team's leading scorer? Colin Patrick up to 36 on the season, thanks to 3 in the opening 20 here on Campus Field. You'd think we're in Poughkeepsie the way that Patrick is producing. 2 short sticks on Travis Fry, who picked up the assist there. And Radomski was wide open in the middle of the zone. Now back to Ward, the face-off dot. Siena desperately needs to turn it around in this area of the field, and they do just that. Their 5th win of the day. They're running the break. Shot save made off the shin. Sent out to midfield, tabletop, ball's down.
And we're going to see
He could pick his corner. Connor Huffgagel gets goal number 2. Marist leading by just 1. Last time they were here, they went on a goal run of their own. That was Dylan Bedell doing some.
He just never came out of the crease before he went around goal line extended.
So another face-off going in favor of the Foxes. They've now won 11 of 16. Check that, the Saints able to catch a break. They want to take their first lead since the opening goal, and that shot goes just wide. You could feel this crowd getting ready. A headache of an offense. Marist has elected to try to play them in zone, but there's almost not a player on this team that you don't want to double. And Siena's finding a good way to get them out of position as they interlock horns at midfield. A Saint face plants, looking for the trip, not gonna get it, so Marist wins one. The ball behind his body up until the last second with that overhand release. And it was really a line drive into the corner of that net. Face off one, bodies hit the floor, really for no reason with 1 second remaining on the clock. And these graduate students, they've been playing for a very long time. And you look at Marist, there's a lot of really young contributors. Drew Anderson, just a junior. Bedell's a senior, but Colin Patrick is a sophomore, and he's already lighting up the game. Peter Murray, a junior, so they're going to be returning a lot of talent next season.
Well, and let's look at that guy that's leading them, Scarcello, first-year head coach, and a young guy.
Notice that Siena was manning up these Marist Red Foxes. They made it pretty evident coming out of the break. Marist gets back on the board, ends a 5-goal run that Siena was on. The Bulldogs were the only lone goal scorers in the last 10 minutes of that second. Blumsky has been the impact performer of the game so far. He's got a hat trick, 2 assists. All 3 of his shots have made on goal and in the back of the net. Radomski has not been denied a single time today. And he caps off the hat trick and re-extends the Siena lead back to 2. Doing battle once more at midfield, and they'll give it to Marist.
And you think the slide's going to come from the side, the adjacent help right there, and it's not there, and he's just able to step in and shoot.
Did an excellent job at using the full 4 feet there, going across the body of Arcuri.
Patrick kind of impacted, hit his stick, which was the case he was pleading.
We kept an eye on them throughout the entire commercial break. They did not walk over to the DV Sport 360 replay booth.
And is able to finish.
Pratt Reynolds entered today's game 3rd in the nation in goals per game. Trailing behind just CJ Kirst of Cornell and Jackson Eicher of Army West Point, 2 ranked opponents, or I should say ranked teams. And Pratt Reynolds right there in the mix. Now he gets on the board in a huge spot for Marist. Under 20 minutes to play, trying to punch their ticket to the championship game, and it's hotly contested, and the battle starts at midfield every single possession. Scooped up by a long stick, brought into the attacking zone. I see another flag at midfield of the zone. That's the 3rd time we've seen him go out front and put it in the back of the net. 4 goals for Colin Patrick, looking to lead his team to a champion.
Contact with the goalie in there, but then landed in there.
We saw a challenge here last week at Campus Field. It was Sacred Heart University head coach John Bosky throwing the challenge flag for the first time this season. This time Marist elects to keep it in his sock, Bill Belichick style. It's Siena able to tie it up. The goalkeeper.
A nice bounce, but now we've still got a lot of time left in this quarter.
40 seconds, and once again, a consequential face-off win for Siena. By there, from the X to the top of the zone, hit him in stride. Ryan McCarthy has 3 assists on the night. 41. Back to midfield where the Saints get a much Ryan McCarthy with 3 assists on the afternoon. Gets into the goal call, the senior from Northport, New York. Always on time. The action, Alexa.
I don't know if you can hear it at home, but the stadium is absolutely buzzing with excitement and noise. It is so hard to even hear what is going on right now. Siena has been playing their heart out, and they're getting a little bit of deja vu in this game. Last time they were here at Campus